Hello everybody, Warrior Fire here, and welcome back to more Astral Chain. Last time, we recovered a beast legion, and found out some more stuff about us. Of course, that stuff came from Jenna Henderson, so don't know how much of that we can take at face value. This time, we're heading into file 6. Right, so let's see what... Ooh. This is definitely new. Right, let's start with the ARC historical records. Right. February 2043. Earth found itself faced with a disaster brought about by a meteor impact that opened the gates to the astral plane. Matter the likes of which Earth has it never seen leaks through the gates as a toxic miasma, twisting everything it touches, eventually beyond recognition. We have come to call this process redshift. At the current rate, redshift poses a significant threat to our species. Not a word of this came as a surprise to me, and yet I had thus far been powerless to stop it. Thus to confess my judgment at the time was clouded. The prophets, those who find the future written in the past, they sought me out for my research. After all, we share an interest in human evolutionary potential. They had much to tell me about the true history of our species. They say that humankind flourishes now like it has twice before. The previous 2 times, it met with utter ruin. Weighed in the balance and found wanting. The gates present a third such test. Not that I took these prophets at their literal word. Not at first. After all, their means are not scientific. However, even I cannot deny that they all they foretold came to pass. I pledged to them, to my species, that I would do all in my power to stop this extinction, to save humankind. And they told me, build an ark. At their guidance, I gathered a considerable staff and constructed a new home, where humankind found a refuge from what might have been our doom. It has been an arduous undertaking, far beyond even myself, but luckily I now have allies that I can trust to the grave. Now is the time for us to create our future together. Excerpt from Dr. Joseph Calvert's collected notes. Aspera had a Harcum. Right. Data file number 129. Mega float ARC operational. In the early morning hours of Thursday, July 23, 2043. Construction on the artificial island known as the ARC was finally completed. The ARC represents the combined efforts of all nations to protect humanity from the threat of corruption from the gates. Representatives of the interim Union world government say they hope to begin welcoming residents as soon as possible. As of this writing, the ARC is moored offshore near Paraíso, Chile. Selected residents, having cleared checks for data corruption, boarded Union patrol boats to make the first steps towards their new homes this morning. The ARC will cease accepting new residents at 3 p.m. And prepare for the voyage to its permanent location, far out into the Pacific Ocean, where experts say corruption will never reach. The Union will resume accepting new residents once the ARC is in position, according to one Union official. He added that interested citizens should refer to Union notices for further information. Newspaper excerpt. July 24th. ARC data file 1953. Gates to a new scientific renaissance. Easy though it is to assume that the gates bring nothing but disaster to our planet, such an assumption disregards the tremendous technological advancements they've made possible. One of these advancements is the X-Baton, a portable weapon of unparalleled flexibility, now standard issue for our police force. Though research into the gates has led to whole new fields of scientific study, particularly the exciting field of astral dynamics, we've been able to harness some of the astral spark, the energy given off by the gates, and turn it towards human ends. The X-Baton itself is one such end. Powered as it is by the astral spark, the X-Baton can affect the gates in ways conventional weapons can't. With enough force, it can even be used to destroy gates, closing them for good. Our police carry considerable extra-dimensional power in the palms of their hands. This is but one of the ways that we have learned to turn the power of the gates themselves to our own advantage. Joseph's notes again. ARC data file number 2146. Anti-redshift medication. The Union began distributing new anti-redshift medications to citizens of the ARC on March 1st, 2058. This comes as a response to an uptick in markedly severe cases of redshift, believed to be caused by greater concentrations of corruption in the environment following recent gate appearances. The medicine, developed by a team of specialists at the Aegis Research Institute, may reduce the effects of exposure to gate miasma by up to 80% with the one weekly dose. However, the ARI warns that they cannot guarantee similar effectiveness in cases of direct contact with aberrations. It's a paper from clipping data file 5197. ARC Zone 9 Residual Corruption Examination Report. Aegis Research Institute Counter Corruption Department Head. April 27, 2078. The goals of the examination to determine the level of data corruption still present in Zone 9 20 years after the pandemic, and the feasibility of lifting quarantine. Examination period 10 to let's see. Translate time real quick. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. April 20 through 23, 2078. How fitting. The date that it started. Equipment used. Integrated reality imaging system, Iris. Staff, examination leader, redacted. Results of the examination. 63 locations within 500 meters of Zone 9 were flagged to indicate high amounts of corruption. These locations present a particularly high risk of dimensional instability. And examination staff visually confirmed the presence of several gates. The chance of chimeric invasion in these locations is 5 times higher than that in Grand Avenue, one of the areas outside of the exclusion zone most susceptible to chimeric attack. A previous inspection conducted 10 years prior found 49 such areas. The results of this inspection suggest that the level of corruption within Zone 9 is indeed increasing over time. It is unknown whether the deposits of red matter found within Zone 9 have remained there since the pandemic, or whether they are new deposits. Tests on samples have thus been inconclusive. These results suggest that Zone 9 is in no way ready for the quarantine to be lifted. These suggest continuing to observe the conditions in the zone remotely, while working towards an effective decontamination solution. Data file 24733. People on the rooftops? If you heard rumors of the people called the Uppers, supposedly they make their homes in illegal squats on the tops of buildings in the quarantined Zone 9. Whether it's true or just a figment of popular imagination, you can say. Not even the police are allowed to make routine rounds in the zone, which was put under quarantine by the Union government after the pandemic. The question must be asked, who would willfully gather and live in an area known for dangerous levels of corruption? Who are these uppers? The Union holds that any living person found in the quarantine zone is a trespasser from outside the zone and a potential danger to public safety. Oh. Kinda similar to real life, only somewhat with the actual competent leadership. And yes, that means exactly what you think it means. But some rumors suggest that the uppers are actually survivors, or descendants of survivors of the pandemic, left to rebuild after the Union walled off the zone. Supposing that were true, though, that means the Union must have left uncorrupted survivors behind to fend for themselves against the dangers of the pandemic. Could it be true? One thing's for sure, when it comes to the uppers, there's no shortage of questions, and very few answers. The quarantine, the cases for and against. Arc Zone 9 was once a populous residential district, an easy place to live, with both work and leisure near at hand. It remained that way for 15 years, when the Arc's worst nightmare came true. Uncountable numbers of civilians in Zone 9 redshifted in a very short time in what came to be called the pandemic. Still the largest disaster in the history of the Arc. The Arc's designers were prepared for this possibility and had a system in place to prevent heavy corruption from spreading from zone to zone. Zone 9 was swiftly sealed off from the surrounding areas with heavy quarantine walls. Luckily, the Zone 9 pandemic is the only time the Union has found it necessary to use these walls. Thanks to these walls, zones that neighbor Zone 9 show no significantly higher levels of corruption than zones farther away. In that regard, the walls are a vital part of public safety on the Arc. But on the other hand, individual sources suggest that survivors of the pandemic may remain alive in Zone 9, redshift free, but sealed off from the outside Arc by the very same walls. If they're in there, the Union does not acknowledge them, and will not open the wall. If these rumors are true, they implicate the Union government in a wide-scale cover-up. One hopes to believe that, in erecting the walls around Zone 9, the Union exercised their better judgment for the good of the Arc. All on the Arc are subject to their rule. Let us hope it is a benevolent and honest rule. Well, that seems ominous. Alright, data file number 42736. Watch out for hackers. A notice from the Arc Police. Reports of damages caused by a hacker group calling themselves the Hermits are increasing throughout the Arc. We in the Arc Police vow to expand our investigations into hacker activities. Until the individuals responsible are brought to justice, we ask that all citizens take great care in their use of all electronic devices and computer networks. Be sure to change your personal passwords often, especially those tied to banking services. Be warned, the Hermits are prepared to use any manner of trickery to acquire your personal information. A skilled hacker can steal your password and commandeer your information in a matter of seconds. Signs you may be under hacker attack. Find records of bank withdrawals you don't remember making. Credit card and cash chip histories show unexplained transactions. You receive receipts from delivery orders you don't remember placing. find your cash chip suddenly unusable. If you have evidence that could be useful in investigations against the hermits, contact the York police at redacted right away. Please do not attempt to contact the police via electronic mail, because the hermits may be reading it right now. Boy, hackers. You can't access their duty reports. Oh, this is probably gonna be useful here. Is this report really necessary? More practice with the big puppet today. Hooray. Maximilian Howard. It's been half a year and I still can't get the darn thing to obey orders. The commander said psychological resonance or some such nonsense is necessary, and that's why we've got to be chained to it. No idea what it even wants, though. I should give up. I have more luck getting my kids to do what I say than this thing. Maybe I should start thinking of the thing as an ordinary kid or something. Couldn't be any less effective than what I'm doing now. I'll give that a shot tomorrow. Maximilian Howard. These reports, C00012, status closed, investigation log filed, summary disposal of a 100 humanoid chimera, and 4 civilian aberrations in Grand Avenue, Zone 36. Officers involved, Max Howard, Jin Wong, Alicia Lopez. Paperwork was properly filed, and authorization granted prior to the disposal of the aberrations. Captain Howard handled the disposal of all targets. Due to a malfunction in Captain Howard's log apparatus during action, no direct log remains. However, we were able to requisition footage from surrounding security cameras. This footage is submitted in lieu of a formal log. You were unable to confirm a dramatic increase in corruption in the area, and thus withdrew, leaving decontamination to the cleanup crew. Beyond the 4 aberrations, no civilian injuries are recorded. Captain Howard was lightly injured in the conflict, but no more than he usually is. Notes: we could really use more officers capable of responding to incidents like this one. I'm aware that the issue is one of control, namely our inability to control the legions beyond stopping them from going berserk. I'm also aware that even that is a fairly recent development. Officer Wong has made more progress than the rest of us in accurately guiding his legion. Maybe I should pay more attention to the captain's training too. If nothing else, I'll stay out of the way and not make anything worse. Alicia's. Right. And another case file. Arrest of 2 Hermits gang members in the act of vandalizing an ATM. Officers involved, Alicia Lopez and Billy Williams. 2 conventional police officers were injured by the suspects before Neuron arrived. One officer suffered a fractured right tibia. The other received several surface wounds and expects to recover in 1 week. Another one sued and arrest of one Hermit's gang members and engaged in Grand Theft Auto. And Alicia. I performed the arrest following search support from police helicopters. With a consideration to the surrounding area, I tailed the suspect to Zone 21, Point RD 2547-16, before forcing the stolen car to stop with an electromagnetic disruptor rounds. Suspect's erratic driving during the attempted getaway caused multiple accidents across several zones, but luckily no civilians were injured. And a third one, status transferred to outside jurisdiction. Missing property investigation. No chimeric activity could be confirmed in the course of the investigation, so I handed the case over to the Zone 36 precinct to treat as a normal case. And Alicia, again. Though most previous reports of Hermit activity only involved computer-related crimes, recently we've had more and more reports of their involvement in direct and even violent criminal activity. The changes cause for concern. The conventional police are completely unable to keep up with the Hermits, and they even give us in Neuron trouble. We should investigate the source of their newfound strength before they get any bolder. This may even warrant an investigation into their supposed base of operations in Zone 9. That's definitely something. Real. Hold his case files here. Need a password. The public affairs record. Happy's Christmas Eve 2077. How do you know? It's Christmas Eve. But chimeras don't celebrate Christmas, so Neuron can't take the night off to soak in the holiday season either. And old Abby is right here with you. I can't think of a better way to spend the holidays than hunkering down here in the office with all of you. There's no present nicer than a job well done, right? Right? But it is Christmas after all, so I made cookies. I know last year's weren't exactly the tastiest. Who could forget Joey's hilarious impression of a guy vomiting? But I've been working on my recipe, and I think this batch is perfect. I can't wait until you're all back so I can spread some Christmas cheer. And don't worry if you don't get Lappy anything. Our smiling faces are the only present I need. Even yours, Joey. Sincerely yours, Lappy. Right. And the last one, her case file, sort of. Activity report, civilian seminar, ARC Police Headquarters, on Christmas Day. Title, How You Can Avoid a Red Shift. Summary, unfortunately, not many people attended. Maybe it was the date. Let's say it was in an intimate conversational environment. The usual crowd of old folks that showed up to share some of their hard-earned wisdom. So all in all, I'd call the seminar a success. Went over how to tell whether an area is dangerously corrupted or not, and what to do if you think you are starting to redshift, and most of the audience listened. Note, Lappy was not present for this lecture. In other news, I can't help but notice that nobody ate any of Lappy's Christmas cookies last night. He told me he got so tired of following you all around the office with a plate full of cookies that he just plain overheated. It's a lot of running around for a dog like Lappy to do in the middle of summer. Alright. Based on that, Christmas Eve thing, the middle of summer means the Ark is in the southern hemisphere. Lappy asked me to thank Captain Max. The one kind soul with enough Christmas spirit to stop for a cookie. Lappy went ahead and let him have everyone else's too. If you missed out, well, maybe next year. I thought I'd ask him how they tasted, but he doesn't seem to be here today. He must have one of those Christmas summer colds going around the Ark. But don't worry, Lappy's already whipped up some more sweets for him, since he liked the last one so much. It's from Murray. Right. And that takes care of all of these. Right.
Hey, is now a good time? Come find me on the roof. I need to talk to you.
Right.
Iris startup. Information
I'll
display.
do that eventually.
Information. Information display. Iris shut down.
First up, take care of it. Legion maintenance. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. Hero. Wait, arm. Very nice. That left. There we go. Alright, last spot. Alright. All cleared there. Let's take care of some upgrades. Yes. guess I'm unlocking that. Yeah, that one's definitely gonna be helpful as well. Hey, let's get ability slots. Yeah. It's a nice skill. Ooh, autobind. All speed. Nice. Okay, gonna put what I can here. Yeah. And some more orders to collect. Here it is, retirement fund, level 2. Right. All set there.
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Alright, saved our first kitty, didn't you? Great, keep it up. Commemoration of your first new shelter visitor. Here's a present. That food and ability automatic. Keep at it. All those cats out there are counting on you. If I can find them. Right. Got skip travel.
Iris startup. Information. Iris shut down. Iris startup.
Okay. Now,
Iris
this way.
shut down.
I finished analyzing the data card we got from you-know-who, and I found something you might want to hear about.
What was it?
The data was set up with some heavy-duty encryption, but I managed to crack it. Inside, I found some lab documents, along with some map data, and then a bunch of links to news sites to top it all off.
Lab documents.
They look like results from a series of drug tests. All the same drug, too. The documents are from the Aegis Research Institute, so I assume the drug in question is a project of theirs. If I had to guess, I'd say Jenna took the documents along with the Legion Corps when she attacked the lab. But why? Pharmaceuticals are admittedly beyond my realm of expertise. But as far as I can tell, this drug has a lot in common with an anti-red shift drug the government supposedly made years ago. Everyone thought those drugs might save our whole species. But then the government stopped giving them out after the pandemic. They never officially said why, of course, but rumor has it the drugs and the pandemic were related. The drug in these documents has an extra chemical compound I can't ID, though. Hard to say what it does.
New sites.
All the links lead to reports about a case that the police and Neuron haven't been able to close. Something about a gang with near superhuman strength, calling themselves the Hermits. I wonder if it's the same Hermits. If so, the police are one thing, but I can't imagine why Neuron would have much trouble with them. They're only human. Either way, none of this sounds like the Hermits I know at all. I mean, they're hackers. Sort of a rob from the rich, give to the poor deal. Maybe a little shady, but I know they're decent guys. Or they were, at least. So, the question is, why did Jenna think we should see all these news links?
Yeah, map data.
It's a really detailed map of Zone 09. I know that's where you and Akira were born. It's been almost completely locked down for 20 years or so, since the pandemic. The government says the whole zone is still corrupted. It's basically condemned. But the map on the data card is really thorough. It had to have come from direct observation. It's especially detailed around one upper camp in particular, Sector 5. But why there? No matter how you look at it, Jenna is definitely trying to tell us something with this data card. I mean, she is a terrorist, so we can't exactly trust her. But quarantine or no, there's a lot of people still living in Zone 09. What'll happen to them if there's another incident? The government's not gonna help out, I can tell you that much. So, I've decided. I'm going in.
Hey, what's your connection?
Sector 5 means a lot to me. If something's going on there, I gotta know.
And why you?
There's nobody else I can trust with this. What am I gonna do? Hand the data over to the government and hope they handle it? They won't do anything for Zone 09. Oh, they'll say they'll look into it, file the card away somewhere, and that'll be it.
You're going alone?
Even Neuron officers are forbidden from entering Zone 09 without permission. If you got caught in there, they'd take your Legion away. They'd probably even arrest you. Or worse. I'll be fine. I bet I can get this drone in and out unnoticed. But if you really want to come, I could use the help. I'm kidding, of course. But seriously, if you really want to come, I could use the help. I do not know what might happen in there. Anyway, I better get going soon. No time like the present, right? If, and I mean if, you really, really want to help me out, head to Harmony Square. I'll put a beacon out for you to follow when you get there. I'll wait up for you. Just for a little while, though.
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Oh. Things sure are escalating. Right, well, there's nothing else to do here, so let's go.
Iris startup. Information display.
Right, that's where we need to go.
Information.
Gonna start by take care of some cleanup around here.
Information display. Information display.
There we go.
Information display.
And a chest.
Information display.
Right. Oh, there's my mommy.
Iris
Please
shut
help me
down.
find her. I'll help. Thank you. After I got lost, I tried to find mommy by myself. I don't remember where you were when I lost her, but I remember going down the stairs once. Then I crossed the road twice, and now I'm here. You can find her, right? Right? Please, take me to her.
Iris startup.
Let's see.
Information display.
Right, not that way.
Information display.
That was bad timing there, Street. Right.
Information display. Information display.
Right.
Information display.
There we go.
Iris, shut
I
down.
was worried sick about you, sweetheart. So, I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention, Mom. I'm just glad you're okay. I'm proud of you for asking for help, like a big girl. I can't thank you enough for finding her, officer. I've been a wreck since the moment I noticed she was gone. Here, let me give you this to thank you. Thank you so much.
Iris, start
Right
up.
now. There's that person trying to help.
Information display.
Right, another one
Information
down
display.
there.
Iris, shut down.
Right.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Lost the balloon. Hello, item.
Information display. Iris, shut down.
Thanks, mister.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Cancel, eh?
Information display.
Right.
Information.
Start by talking to you.
Iris,
My-
shut down.
My ice cream. Can't believe I dropped it. I spent my whole allowance on it, too.
Iris, startup.
I need to buy some ice cream. Alright. That'll be easy enough to take care of.
Information display.
And adjust.
Information display.
It's like, gonna have to wait.
Information display.
Right, there we go.
Iris, shut down.
Awful hot one today, huh, officer? It's a great day for ice cream. Nothing beats the heat like an avalanche special. Oh, what can I do for you? Since we've got the money, go for the avalanche special. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got an avalanche special coming up for the brave police officer. Here you are, officer. On avalanche special. This masterpiece of ice cream engineering boasts a massive 10 scoops. Joy, but be very careful with it. There's no refunds if you drop it. Watch your stuff and keep a keen eye on your surroundings. Have a great day and come back soon.
Iris startup.
Alright. Careful.
Information display.
And people are rude.
Information display. Information display. Information display. Information display. Iris, shut down.
That's for me? Really? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Won't drop it this time, I swear. Thank you so much.
Iris
Oh.
startup.
To be able to get the whole thing, but oh well. Did what I could. And wait. Alright, there we go. Great. Plus the chest. Nice. Remaster Gamers, thank you for the host.
Information display.
Right. And right here
Information
for
display.
another side
Iris,
quest.
shut down.
Oh, officer, what wonderful timing. Listen, I could really use your help. Alright. You see, I dropped a cash chip around here that kind of has my entire life savings on it. If I don't find it, don't know what I'll do. You can find it for me, can't you, officer? Oh, I know. You had a police dog, you could sniff out my money. Yeah, a police dog could find it for sure. Let's see. How can I give you my scent? Okay. Here, use this. Please, officer. You've got to find my cash strip before someone picks it up. Yep.
Iris startup.
Ugh.
Information display.
What wanted? Hop on, you heard of it. Huh? Right. Ah, there we go. Right.
Information display.
And back to you.
Iris
Yeah.
shut down.
Yes, I found it. That's it. You found it. Found my lovely cash tip. You're a lifesaver, officer. I know it's not much, but I want you to take this. It's the least I can do to thank you. Right. Now, excuse me, officer. Huh? Yeah, I've got some shopping to do. Thanks again, officer.
Iris startup.
Right.
Information display.
I just left to take care of.
Information display. Information display.
Almost forgot the correct legion.
Information display.
Alright, let's get him.
Information display.
And that's right back to where he started.
Iris shut down.
Ah, gotcha.
Nice arrest, Neuron. Leave the rest to me.
Iris startup. Information display.
Alright.
Information display. Iris shut down.
Right, let's climb on up.
Iris startup. Information display.
Nothing that I really needed to worry about there. Right. Let's see. Aha. Right. And nothing back there.
Information display.
Shooting 201.
Iris, shut down.
Alright, what you got, Joey? Hey, funny seeing you here. Well, why are you here? Call it getting some fresh air if you want. Figured it might do me some good to get a change of scenery. Relax, it's all MR anyway. Not like I could actually hit somebody. Anyway, you must not be that busy if you're hanging around here, huh? What do you say we have a little contest? Yeah, I could give it a shot. That's what I like to hear. Let's see if you can beat my record. Alright. Just two there. Oh, just missed it. Nice. All right. Hey, what the? Just stroll in here and blow away my all-time record, why don't you? Oh, you learn fast. All right.
Iris, startup. Information, display.
One more case to take care of.
Information, display.
There we go.
Shut down. Iris, startup.
Ah. Legion just did not want to get over that gap. What else red shifting?
Information, display. Iris, shut down.
Aha! We meet again at last. What wonderful luck. Your timing couldn't be better. Can I trouble you for your assistance once more?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Once again, I am in your debt. Get down! You are far too conspicuous standing up. Look there in the restaurant. You can see the two of them at that table, plotting nefariously. Now, I have it on good authority that the man is a recruiter for the Z09 Liberation Front. Who are they? Why, they are the they. The very same they we ran afoul of before. I can feel it in my bones. We can crack their conspiracy wide open. Look, he's standing up now. Surely he will lead us to something we can use to expose the entire plot. My friend, you have already proven invaluable to my case. I know I can trust you to stay on his tail. cop!
Ooh.
He got away. I see. But fear not, all is not lost. If we only wait here long enough, he is bound to resurface. I shall remain a while longer then. I appreciate your valiant efforts nonetheless. If
Right.
we only wait here, I appreciate...
Try again.
Information display. Iris shut down.
If we only... I appreciate...
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup.
Right, well, go ahead. Give some time there.
Information display. Iris shut down.
Right, don't have any trash to
Iris
recycle.
startup. Information display. Information display. Iris shut down.
Alright, there we go.
There you are. Can I... Once again, I feel that this time... Look! That man begins to move. Now,
Iris startup.
Right. Right.
Information display. Iris shut down.
About time you showed up. The boss doesn't like waiting.
Sorry, but I got us another prospect today. That makes 10 this month.
hey, you idiot! You led the cops right to us!
Use this and take them out. You know what happens if you fail.
Iris startup. Information. Iris shut down.
but so certain we would capture their leader and end this once and for all. But no matter. Thanks to your help, we have made valuable headway indeed. Now, I must report my findings back to the precinct at once. Stay vigilant until we meet again, my friend.
Alright. Got him this time.
Iris startup. Information display.
Cat food. Okay. Hey, a chest.
Information display.
Right. I think I had seen it. Someone who was
Information
redshifting.
display. Iris shut down.
Uh,
Iris startup.
I think I've been mistaken there.
Information display.
Either way. I might have it. Time to go advance the story.
Information display. Information display. Iris shut down.
There we go.
Iris startup.
Hey, and what do we have here? Another empty can.
Iris shut down.
All right, I knew you'd come. One more time, though. Are you sure? It's illegal to enter Zone 09 without the Union's permission. Even for Neuron. If you get caught, they'll charge you with insubordination for sure. Would you really risk all that for me?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. I mean it. Okay, first things first, we'll have to do something about that outfit. Uppers aren't exactly huge fans of the government, or the police. You can't walk around Zone 09 dressed like that. Luckily, I planned ahead. Try this on. Bingo! perfect fit. I'm starting to forget you're a cop already. That door back there is the only way into the exclusion zone. As you can see, we'll have to sneak past a few guards to get to it. And the door itself won't open without a security keycard. The guard captain should have one on him that we can use. Of course, we can't just ask him to lend it to us. We'll have to take it from him somehow. Tying him up with your legion's our best option. That'll knock him out long enough for us to get through. Okay, nothing to it but to do it.
Iris, startup.
Right. Definitely. Good thing you'd gotten some practicing with the avoiding another one.
Information display.
Disabled. Right, what do you have up here?
Iris, shut down.
Nice.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Oh. Okay, I definitely disagree with that.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Man, this is definitely gonna be tricky.
Iris, shut down. Iris, startup.
Man, not gonna be able to go that way.
Iris, shut down. Iris, startup. Iris, shut down. Iris, startup.
stuff's definitely tricky.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Hey, what happened? I need backup. Looks like we've got an intruder. Presumed armed and dangerous. All units on high alert.
Ew.
Oh no! Get out of there, quick!
Alright, got it.
Iris, shut
Well,
down.
that could have gone better. Ready to give it another shot?
Iris, startup.
And I got that progress that got it undone. Up.
Iris, shut down. Iris, startup.
Right. Right, that's gonna pose a problem.
Information display. shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Information display. Information display.
You're gonna be tricky. Gotcha. I think I'll be able to leave that guy alone. Yeah.
Information display.
Or maybe not.
Iris shut down.
Right. There. That's a lot of red
Shut
matter.
down.
And should have been able to get that.
Iris startup.
Yeah, no, I definitely can.
Iris shut down.
No, I see another spot I missed. Yeah. Alright. Maybe one of those things. Just barely overshot. There we go.
Iris startup.
Right, and it,
Iris shut down.
more there. Careful there. Alright,
Iris
beat it.
startup. Iris shut down. Iris startup.
There's how to get back.
Iris shut down. Iris startup.
And there's that guy. Right, let's go and get him. Alright. Right, turn around. Yeah, that broken glass isn't gonna help much here. Turn around. That was a close one. And a drop. Right, just one left. Arm Legion here.
Iris.
And they did it.
Great, you got the card key. Now, let's get through that door before anyone notices it's missing.
Information display.
Alright. Yeah, that.
Information display.
And
Iris.
shoot
Shut
that
down.
door.
Iris startup. Information display.
There's a security detail on this side, too. You know the drill. Try not to get caught.
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Iris shut down. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Iris shut down. Iris startup.
Apologize if being a bit too quiet here, but
Iris shut down.
I do feel
Iris shut down.
heated.
Iris startup.
Not drawing too much attention to myself. Probably been unreasonable, but
Iris shut down.
you know how it goes.
Iris startup. shut down. Iris startup.
Oh, that ladder's definitely not safe.
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Information display.
Thanks, Custom.
Iris shut down. Iris startup.
He's not gonna turn around. But hey, got a chest here.
Iris shut down.
Alright, got him. Right, now that part taken care of.
Information display.
Dig spot.
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display.
Whew. Okay. Those should be the last guards for us to worry about.
Right, and more stuff to collect.
Information display.
Hey, what do we have here? And just another empty can.
Information display.
Right,
A busted security drone. It looks like it was working fine up until a little while ago. Maybe it saw something interesting. Let's check it out. Did you hear those guards saying one of them had gone missing? This drone's paired with his ID. They must have been assigned to the same route. But I don't see any guard anywhere around here. A broken drone, a missing guard. Something doesn't feel right. We've got to do something. Hack into the drone with your Legion, and let's see what it saw before it wound up like this. This drone's the key to finding that missing guard. I can feel it. Hack into it with your Legion.
Information display.
Nice. Looks like you salvaged some footage.
Information display. Iris shut down.
Right, how do I check it?
Iris startup.
Ah, there we go.
His ID's a match. That's our missing guard, all right. This footage is from 1:47 a.m. last night. Looks like a routine security sweep so far. Nothing weird going on for the officer or the drone here.
Further ahead.
There, did you see that? He just noticed something coming from over there. What do you think he saw? Let's see if the camera caught whatever it was. The security footage gets a little rough around here, right as his corruption levels shoot up. Is it just me, or does he seem to be chasing after something? He keeps looking around. I guess he lost sight of whatever he was after. He sees something again, and then... that's the last we see of him. And wouldn't you know it, the drone got wrecked at the exact same moment. Whatever went down right here. The culprit doesn't show up on camera. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gotta be a Chimera. If it got him around 2, we may not be too late to save him if we find him fast.
Information display.
There must have been a pretty strong impact to knock the drone so far off its route. Whatever did that must be behind the security guard's disappearance.
Information display.
Right, but where?
Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down. Information display.
There we go.
Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup.
That one was on me.
Information display.
Why don't Legion save?
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Iris shut down.
Hey, what's your problem? Don't know trouble when you see it? We're busy over here. Do yourself a favor and don't come no closer. Yeah, do I look like I'm joking? Told you, stay away. It's starting to tick me off. Hey, let's teach him a lesson.
Iris startup. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Iris shut down.
Thanks. Oh, that is and done. Thanks for the save. Not for helping a cop. Who'd have thought? Yeah, let's go with that.
Iris startup. Information display. Information display. Information display.
Gonna head back to here.
Information display. Information display.
Ah,
A gate! With redshift levels as high as his were, our guard probably saw the Chimera and decided to follow it. But it looks like it found him before he found it, then dragged him through the gate. We've got to try to save him. Let's go in. He keeps looking around. He sees something, wouldn't you? Whatever went down, the culprit, it's got...
alright. And it's the gate.
Look, there's our man over there. Looks like he's okay. And these must be the culprits. Take him down, and let's get him out of here.
Iris startup. Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Gotcha. The Chimera's, I believe.
Iris startup.
Not quite yet.
Iris shut down.
Ow. That's that up, but
Iris startup.
not done.
Iris shut down.
Take care of the little guys. Right now, where's your...
Iris startup. Information display.
Ah.
Information. Iris shut down.
Gotcha. And finish.
All right, Chimera's down. Let's check on our victim.
Iris startup.
He's alive, but his redshift levels are getting really high. let's get him back to Earth.
Iris, shut
There's
down.
one more good deed for the day. I doubt he'll let us go just for saving his life, though. We should split before he wakes up. I sent out a distress signal from his position. His buddies will be here soon enough. Let's get out of here before then.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Great.
Iris, shut down.
Go.
Information display. Information display. Iris, shut down.
Not get to. Let's see. The chain's just too short.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Thing right there. Nice.
Iris, shut down.
All right, we finally made it. There should be plenty of people inside the camp. I bet we can find out exactly what we need to know. That's the camp entrance over there. Let's go in and ask around.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Great. Yeah. What else? Find here.
Information display. Iris, shut down.
Oh. That guy at the gate's all hermit's orders this. Hermit's orders that. Screw the hermits, let me in. I gotta get back in. If I don't, my clothes will be ruined. What are you looking at? Mind your own business. Well, you're ticking me off, but Alright. Alright, whatever do to you. Can you believe this? All I did was step out here for 1 second to pick up my laundry after it fell off the line. If I could just get up to the roof, I could get back home. Oh, what a pain. They couldn't let me back through the gate. Wouldn't have been a problem with the last guy they had leading the hermits.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Oh. That's interesting. Right, I think that. Nope. There we go. It managed to pick those up just the same.
Iris, startup.
Oh.
Information
Okay, I
display.
missed something. That definitely did over here.
Information display. Iris, shut down.
Alright. That chest.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Right, and to get there somehow. This
Information
may
display.
just help with that.
Information Iris, shut down.
Nobody gets through this gate without the hermits say so. Sounds like they have too much going on internally to hand out passes these days, though. Alright.
Iris, startup. Information display.
Just need to be careful. There we go.
Iris, shut down.
It's red ladder up there. I'm so glad you showed up. Can you help me out? Fell from the watchtower and busted my hip up real bad. Got anything that might hatchet me up some? Here, take some medicine. Thanks, pal. Or one of the good ones. Makes it feel like this place is worth keeping watch over. I can hardly move. Sorry to keep asking you for help, but can you use it on me? Right, there you go. Whew, I really owe you one. Here, let me repay you with this. Gunner drone. Hey, you're not from around here, are you? Keep watch outside of Sector 5 as long as I have. You'll learn how to tell when someone's from this side of the wall or not. If you came all the way here, probably want to see more of a sector than the outside of the fence, yeah? Seem trustworthy, so I'll fill you in. Here's a way in. I'll send it to your device there. Word of advice though, the law's not quite so potent here as it is out where you're from. Watch your step. Right. Sounds like a good idea.
Information display. Information display. Iris shut down.
Missing dog.
Information display. Information display.
Oh, didn't want to go down the ladder.
Information display.
There we go.
Shut down.
Nice weather for now. Big storms out the way though.
Iris startup.
Alright.
Information display. Iris shut down.
Now let's see if we can make it over to help with that drone.
Iris startup.
Somehow.
Information display.
Oh, really?
Iris shut down. Iris startup.
Right up this ladder.
Iris shut down.
There we go. And nest. There we go.
Iris startup. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display.
Right now. Here. Right. And that worked out.
Information display. Iris, shut down. Iris, startup. Information display. Information display. Iris, shut down. Iris, startup. Information display. Iris, shut down.
Alright, back over to here. I like it here because it's out of the way. So what brings you here to my favorite thinking spot? Carefully you don't poke around too much. You don't want the hermits too interested in you. I mean, they aren't that scary. You stay on their good side at least. You do a lot of good around here too. It's definitely something interesting to note.
Iris, startup.
Alright.
Information display.
It's got a bit of red matter.
Information display. Iris, shut down. Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
How do I get over
Iris,
there?
startup. Information display. Iris, shut down. Iris, startup.
There we go.
Iris, shut down. Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
And not make that jump. Alright then. Right.
Iris, startup.
Maybe I do have to make that jump.
Iris, shut down.
Yep.
Iris, startup.
Alright.
Information display.
Haven't seen you around before. Buzz off. I'm not looking to make any new friends.
Iris
You
startup.
pleasant. Have I seen anything strange? You mean other than you, stranger? Not really. The hermits run things around here, and nobody really dares to step to them. I'd watch out if I were you. They're crazy strong. I hear they use a drug that powers them up somehow. They're going all out to stop Redshift, man. It's wild.
Information display.
Huh. Interesting.
Iris shut down.
They're asking me if anything weird's going on. How much time you got? Weird stuff happens on the daily here. If you ask me, it's all due to all the late corruption around here. That's why I'm building my purifier. Interesting. I'm kinda occupied right now. Gotta find something good in all this garbage. Without good materials, can't make good weapons. Keep telling them that. But do they listen? No. I mean the hermits, of course. They help look out for everyone in this town. How do the hermits look out for us? I'm making sure we don't turn into those things. Takes a lot to stop Redshift in a place like this. I'm kind of busy right now. Can't you ask someone else?
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
This must be the #1 junk district on the whole arc. Grown-ups wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. I come here to the junk district every day. Isn't it great? Well, if you say so, kid. Right. Anything strange going on? Alright, let me think now. There's been a guy selling this weird liquid around here lately. Keeps it in these little bottles. Right? Oh, what you got? Ooh, just some medicine. Right? Oh, let's go get all this stuff here. Hold. Alright, I'll get there.
Iris startup. Information display.
Now we're gonna be tricky.
Iris shut down.
Hey, don't scare me like that. I don't have anything to say to you. Eh?
Iris startup. Information display.
Alright.
Iris shut down.
This flavor. Can't put my finger on it, but it tastes like power. Hey, eyes off my tonic. This one's all mine. Of course I didn't pay full price. Strunk through here. Let me use this hermit card. Lucky.
Iris startup. Iris, shut
I'm
down.
so thirsty. But that drink machine over there is a total ripoff. Have you seen that price? I am still kinda thinking buying from it again. Here it gives you a discount if you've got a hermit card. Now where can I get one of those?
Were you supposed to be a customer?
Hey, well, let's chat.
Huh? You want to chat with me? I mean, sure, that's fine.
Let's get this over with. No, if you want to talk to me, you could just buy a drink, like a normal person. Oh, what do I recommend? Gasoline jelly's pretty good if you're into that. Oh, go on, buy it already. Huh?
Yo, I'm Vendor's Hero. Wanna try a Hermit tonic? Good for what ails ya? We're offering a special low price. Better grab it before it's gone.
And I'll
Come
pass.
back soon, and bring money next time.
I sure wish I had a nice warm blanket. Wonder if the hermits would hook me up with one. But who am I kidding? They'd never let someone as weak as me in. And I don't really want to live with them either. Eh.
Iris, startup. Information display. Information display. Iris, shut
Hey,
down.
there we go. You stopped him for me. Wish I had some way to repay you. Oh, right. Here, take this. This is a token of my appreciation. Quite a few missile drones.
Iris, startup. Information display. Iris, shut
It's
down.
information we're after. Our best bet is to ask the hermits. Granted, they probably won't tell you anything, especially with you being an outsider and all. Alright. It's no stretch to say the hermits run everything around here. They're smart, but that's not all. They're real strong too. I've never seen a hermit lose a fight. I hear they use a drug that gives them superpowers. Yeah. If you're free, maybe you can help me with this something. Well, once I remember what I need help with, that is. Sorry, I'm sure I'll remember it later. Now, if only I could remember why I'm trying to remember it.
Iris, startup. Information display. Iris, shut down.
And
Iris, startup.
got a shortcut.
Information. Iris, shut down.
I'm trying to get a job as a guard for the hermits. Anyone strong enough would be crazy not to apply. They know how to stop redshift. Now that's a health plan I can get behind. Hermits have done way more for Zone 09 than the Union ever will. That's for darn sure. Yeah.
Iris, startup.
Right, let's pick that up.
Information
enough.
Iris, shut
I'm
down.
so lonely. I wish I had some friends around here.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Definitely need to be careful.
Iris, startup.
Here.
Information display.
Yeah. Big storm on the way. You can taste it in the air.
Information display. Iris, shut down.
That guy again. Help! Hey, mister, help me. Alright? It's Rex. He got off his leash and he ran away. Should be somewhere on the rooftops, but I just can't find him. But you look smart, mister. Maybe you could find him in a flash and bring him back. Yep.
Iris, startup.
Right.
Information display.
Let's see.
Information display.
There's the dog.
Iris, shut down.
Right.
Iris, startup.
Let's see.
Information display.
Right. It's like, that's what I have to do.
Iris, shut down.
Rex, you're back, boy. Thanks so much, mister. Here, Rex lets you to have this. Alright,
Iris, startup.
that one.
Information display. Information display. Iris, shut down.
See what else we can dig up. You know, you're just my type. I'm sure we'd get along very well. And pass. Right. You're fresh, hot. Oh, gee, here. That's on the rooftops. Oh, give it a taste. Yeah. More and more hermits are dropping by lately. They're starting to scare off my regulars. Did something happen? It sure beats me. Those ladies over yonder might know, though. They pick up all the gossip. But they keep their circle pretty tight. You'd have to find a way to eavesdrop somehow. Great. Are you cold? Because I'm freezing. Hey, you don't look busy. Would you do me a favor? Okay. Great. So my lovely husband forgot to take his lunch to work today. He stands guard at the wall side entrance. I don't mean to brag, but the safety of the whole camp depends on him. I take it to myself. You know how windy it is out there? I think I'd freeze half to death. You'd be here and deliver it to him for me? No, you know how good it smells, but I'm trusting you not to use it, okay?
Iris startup. Information display.
No problem. Great. Hopefully get to
Information
safety
display.
soon.
Information display.
It's the gatekeeper. Right.
Information display. Information display.
I think that might be the last of the
Information display.
cases.
Iris
With all the
shut down.
corruption and the disappearances, all that going on, you can't be too careful. Gates closed. Wait, I know that smell anywhere. You! What are you doing with the lunchbox for my wife? Man, I can't believe I forgot this. Her cooking's the best. Don't tell anybody, but her secret ingredient is love. There's gotta be some way to repay you. Oh, I know. Take this. Hermit card. Right? It's good for a discount off of any booze that you'd like from the vending machines. My wife doesn't drink, so after we got hitched, I stopped drinking too. It's no use to me now. So it's all yours. I'd better get back to work now. Oh, I can't wait for lunchtime. Right, and saved, and considering it's later than I usually go, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. So, need to check something real quick. Right. Seem to be all good. So, on Thursday, gonna continue with the file 6 and figure out what is going on here. See you guys then. Later.